Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you something I've really been looking forward to. This is episode number 1 of our Race Driver Grid number 1 career mode walkthrough. Now this game I used to play for about, I don't know how many hours I wasted on this game when I was back in secondary school. So back in sort of year 7, year 8, this game was the absolute, it was just the bossiest of all games. It was bossiest? No, it was just a boss of a game, basically. It was absolutely awesome. And you guys decided that you wanted me to play it once more, or for the first time actually on a channel. I haven't actually seen too many people do a Race Driver Grid series, in all honesty, but I'm not going to lie to you, I've completely forgotten A, how to play this game, B, the format of this game's career mode, and C, just everything else in between. So, A, I'm going to be terrible at driving. B, I actually don't know what the structure of this series is going to be. Like how many races per episode and all that. I'm going into this having not played this game properly for about 3 or 4 years. So, they're just getting that one out there. But we are underway here in a race of which the destination is unknown, but we're in a Viper. We're in a Dodge Viper, which is quite nice. And yes, it's a 1-lap race. This is the induction race. I generally remember the career mode, and you had to sort of build up a team, become the best team in the world, take on whoever was the best team in the world at that point, have teammates and stuff, which is why it was such a good game. It had so many categories and so much to do, but also it had stuff that no other racing game had ever done, like having teammates. When have you ever had a game that's allowed you to have teammates? Like, even Race Driver Grid 2 didn't have that, so this one was just an absolute mega game, and I'm looking forward to bringing this to you. Whatever the circumstance, we're winning this race by quite some distance. I'm well out of shape, though, in a straight line, which makes no apparent sense, but yeah. I hope you guys are really looking forward to the start of this series, because a lot of you guys told me when I announced FNG Racing that you wanted to see this series on the channel. You wanted to see a Race Driver Grid series, and to be honest with you, as we hit the wall there, to be honest with you, I'm not complaining whatsoever, because this game, I used to absolutely love this game. We're going to come across the line, though, to finish first in our debut introduction tutorial race. We've won the race here from Oscar Soper. I even remember, actually, some of these names. Oscar Soper and Ross Meadows are the ones that I remember. Oh man, this is going to be such a nostalgia trip. I hope you guys are going to like it as well. Whatever the circumstances, this is going to be a career mode walkthrough just to clear things up. There won't be any online action or anything. I think they've taken off the servers down. Oh my god, the race licenses. I remember that. I always used to try and stick with Euros because that's the one that had my favourite cars in. I actually even remember the music, the background music in the main menus. This is just going to be something else, it has to be said. Right, we've got driver offers. Oh yeah, this is before you can make a team, isn't it? So we're just going to accept this driver's offer for Hudson Tech in the Chevrolet Lacetti, because the touring cars are my favourite cars. We'll move on to other stuff a little bit later on, but we'll stick with this for now. There's your car. I think I used to play it on Savage, but we're going to go on Serious for now. Like JME, serious. We're gonna rock and roll with that difficulty. I'm hoping you guys can remember stuff about this game, because there's so much that I just cannot remember. Anyway, we are in Washington in our lovely white and green, but mainly white Chevrolet Lacetti. And we're gonna get underway. They're all Chevrolet Lacettis. There's a flipping DHL mobile to our left. That's a shocker of a start. We've been beaten off the line by Mike Miller already in our first professional race here in this career mode. I can't remember how the AI function as well on this game. Honestly, I should have tested it. I should have done so much in preparation for this series, but I just can't remember anything. I don't know how the AI work. I can't really remember the physics that well. There's really nothing I can remember apart from the cars that were on this game. The AI look pretty fun though. They're fanning about all over the place at the moment. We're still in 8th behind Tyler Keefe. No, Tyrell Keefe even. We've gone around. We've hit the wall. We've hit the wall. Doesn't matter though, because we've taken 7th place. Honestly, excuse my driving in the first few episodes of this series as we get cut across there by Andy Cook. We have, however, gone past someone else. We're going to take that 5th place off the Cookmeister Oh man, this game, honestly, I do feel kind of bad because the majority of the commentary sound is just going to be me saying, oh, this game's amazing, but genuinely, it is, it is one of my favourite games of all time. That and Dirt 3, hopefully I can do a Dirt 3 series in the near future. Nevertheless, we're still in 5th, we've hit somewhat of a stumbling block here because everyone else in front of us is getting away somewhat, but they're a bit slow through this corner. No, they're not, they're quite quick actually through that corner. They've got just enough pace. We're going to try and make a move here though as everyone squabbles in front of us. We've taken one position, we've hit someone, but all is good, all is well. We've got a bit of damage to our front left wheel, which you can see just next to the speedometer. As we're going through the middle here of 2 drivers, we don't pull the move off, but we do take one of the positions. Look at the amount of drivers behind us. We're going to struggle here. This is fantastic. The racing's really cool, actually. I forgot how good the AI were at racing you on this game as well. We're going up the inside. That guy's just spun off and he's backwards. And that's not ideal for whoever that was. Getting very close to hitting the leader, but we take the position cleanly in the end. And the second place man spun out. We've now taken the lead off Tom Wibley. What a name that is, by the way, Tom Wibley. I mean, Jesus Christ, he must have been bullied at school. Nevertheless, so I think we're going to come across the line here to take another win. A 100% record, then, in this series so far. If you're unfamiliar with this game, the basic principle behind it is that you work your way up from the bottom across many different disciplines, build up your own team and become the best driver and team in the world. Pretty much simple as that. You get teammates, you get sponsors along the way, you can have custom liveries, you can drive all sorts of cars, and just to top it all off, it has the Le Mans 24 hours on as well that you do every single season. We've got 8 grand as a total out of that, and we can use that 8 grand to buy cars, you know, whatever cars we want to use. We need 32 grand apparently. I don't know what that is for, but we require 32 grand. That might be to start up the team. I'm not entirely sure for now. Obviously at the moment we're driving for other people's teams, but once I think we have the £32,000 that we need in order to start up our own team, we'll be able to sort out liveries and sponsors and stuff like that, and have our own team and actually compete in what we want instead of being given invitational offers. We are here though at Jarama, I think this is, in Spain. Oh god, that got underway a bit more quickly than I was anticipating. And we are in a GT race. Now, for those who are unaware with endurance racing, oh, whoa, we locked up a tree and we've spun. That's happened. That has happened. We've locked up and spun already. This is not ideal. For those who don't know endurance racing that well, it's split up into categories. You know, you've got the LMP cars, which are the roadsters, as I used to call them, the sort of open-top cars on this game anyway. And there's different categories, and then you've got GT1 on this game, and GT2. Now, given I'm starting from the bottom, I'm hardly going to be in the best car, therefore I am in the worst car, which is a GT2, and that's why I'm in this Porsche currently. Not going to lie to you, it's not been the greatest of starts there as a Porsche spins out from the lead of the class. We managed to sneak up the inside of a Paynos as well in the meantime there. So that's 13th place on the road taken, but that's 4th in class. Lovely three-way battle they're going on at the front there between the Paynos, the Porsche, and the Spiker. We're going to try and get involved and make that a four-way. And in fact, we pretty much are involved. We go past Warren Hughes. Oh, Warren Hughes! Warren bloody Hughes. What a man. I remember him flipping British touring cars from back in the day. I didn't know he went into endurance racing. You learn new things every day. Warren Hughes. The man that I know from... none of you are going to know what I'm referencing here whatsoever, but Warren Hughes used to be a British touring car driver back when British touring cars was actually good. We're now trying to get past this Porsche around the outside, and we get the job done. Next up is the Spiker. We are not going to hold on to our record here of winning every race that we've taken part in. We're going to just close off this Porsche and make sure he doesn't beat us. But we come across the line to take 2nd place in class and 11th place overall in the race. There you can see those are the LMP1 and LMP2 cars, the ones that look a lot different. Would you believe it? Louis Tomlinson from One Direction was racing in that one. Again, the things you learn. The things you learn. We've earned another £5,000 from our exploits there by passing our objective and also by turning up, and we get some XP in the Euro category as well. And just to explain how the XP works, It's split up into the Americas, into Europe, and into Japan. If you take part in an event in the Americas, you get American XP. If you take part in a competition in Europe, you get European XP, and etc. And it all goes together to give you global XP. Anyway, we're not going to complete the trio of now. We've raced in America, we've raced in Europe, but we're not going to race in Japan because I'm useless at drifting. But we're going to do another touring car race for now. With BMW Team Deutschland. We're back for the Invitationals yet again. Target lap time is a 1:46. Oh, is this not a race? Is this not a race? Or no, it's okay. It's not even a race. That's disappointing. Well, I tell you what, we'll come back. We'll come back at the end of the lap, and hopefully we'll have beaten the time. We're going to try and come to the line. I don't think we're actually going to beat this time. Oh, we did. We actually beat the time. We actually beat the time. But as I was saying, I don't actually remember time trial events actually being on this game. Yeah, time trial event there. We had to beat the 1:46 in order to pass the objective, and aka get more money, get more money, get more. You know how the phrase goes. I think we're going to do another 2 races because that last race probably took about a minute of the actual video. We're going to rock and roll and do 2 more races. We're going to do O'Brien Motorsport here, Ford Mustang. Actually, no. We're going to do we're going to do this. We're going to do the Pro Muscle eBay Motors Muscle Cup in a Ford Mustang. Appearance fee of 4,500 and finish no lower than 3rd is our objective. So we're starting 8th on the grid here, 4-lap race. We'll have to see how this goes because so far the AI have absolutely loved chucking their cars at the scenery, whatever scenery that happens to be. So we might just end up taking 3rd purely from the AI cars in front of us, just literally crashing, which they have already apparently. Bit of a pile-up here going on. We've got another Ford Mustang in front of us. Got a left-hander coming up. Should I try and make a move up the inside? You bet I should, but we get biffed slightly, so we're going to duck out of that one. It is a 4-lap race, so obviously we've got a bit more time to work our way through the order, but hopefully we can do what is required. We've steamed up the inside there as other people are getting a little bit frisky with each other. And we've taken 5th place in the end, just about, out of that. We've now got a Dodge. Is that a Challenger in front of us and a Viper? I don't even know. We're going up the inside there with the Viper. Seems slightly unfair that someone's brought a Viper to the race and I'm in a flipping Ford Mustang, but whatever. We're up into 4th place, and I think that is a challenge. Honestly, I'm terrible with American muscle cars. Is there been a crash behind? I don't know, but anyway, seems to have quite a big gap. We're going up the inside. The leader's spun out in his Dodge Viper. So that's given us 2nd place now, so we're already beating our objective. I'm going to try and get up the inside of another Ford Mustang here, which is sponsored by eBay Motors. That's another thing. This game, obviously this is a game made by Codemasters, for those that don't know. But Codemasters did a sick job of getting so many sponsors on board. I think you can be sponsored by eBay, you can be sponsored by Virgin. Anyway, we are coming towards the end then of this race here, and we're going to take another win. And it is a very, very a dominant one in the end, I suppose. Pretty much helped by the fact that one of those Dodge Vipers you saw on a screen a moment ago decided to just spin off. But we take another win here on this game, and in the 5th event of today's episode, the penultimate event of today's episode, we take another win and we take another objective completed. 100% completion now of our objectives. Tell you what, to say that those 2 Dodge Vipers started 1st and 2nd, 9th and 12th by the end is not very spectacular. So we've earned 6,000 from that one, 4.5 for completing the event and 1.5 for hitting our bonus objective. And the total amount we take due to the flashback bonus is 9,000. So we now have £32,000 in the kitty. How much do we actually need? We only need 8k. Can we get that? We could get that by the end of this episode. We could actually get that in this final event of the episode. Anyway, we're going to be driving the in the Mintex European F3 Championship as a one-off in an invitational. 4-island docking racing at Spa-Francorchamps, which is, let's be honest, just is one of the best tracks ever made. So, you know, we are here then on the grid. We've got to beat Jos Peters, and now I really don't, to be honest with you, like driving these cars on this. Oh, whoa, we just hit someone on this game. I'm really not a fan. We've got to beat Jos Peters because he's got the tag, and look at that livery. Look at that livery. Is that not absolutely beautiful? We're up into 4th place. Try and make sure, though, that we hold on in front of us. He's just tried to hit us. He's just tried to go up the inside, and he's just made contact. Through has gone someone else. We've got a massive drift on there, and now Peters is trying to go round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside, and it's not happening, Yost. Oh, flipping it. We almost hit that wall on the inside, but we did avoid it. And now we're through past Matthew Jones as well. So we've now got someone in between ourselves and Yost Peters. Joe Davis Hunt is now on our left-hand side. We've gone through there. That's a nice move. Next up is John Martin. Right. Out of Lacombe and down towards this hairpin, which might be called a rivage. I don't... Oh, God. Oh, the leader's spun. The leader's spun directly in front of me. Got to go around him, and we've ended up with the lead out of that somehow. I'm not overly sure how. Oh, that's a flipping heck. What? John Martin just hit some debris in the road there. I don't know what that was. Are we going to take it to the line? He ducks out of it. He ducks out of it, does John Martins. He was not having any of it. But down the back straight now through the final corner, we have got the position. And we have got the win. And we take the win. Another win here in this series so far. A very, very impressive start, I suppose. Whatever the circumstances, next episode is when we'll sort out the team aspect of shenanigans. So we won't do that now, but hopefully we've earned enough money now to start up the team for next episode, and then that's when we'll start things up. Another bit of XP to go into the Euro pot, so that's nice. A lovely little 870 now in total from the global section, and it is in fact enough. So we now have 40,500 in the balance, and we can now, I think, start up our team. Boom shakalaka, we can. So we do in fact have a team now. We've spent 40,000 on setting up the team, and we've got £500 left. Now, here's where you guys come into play, because this is going to be the end of episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed the nostalgia trip that has been today's episode. But now we can see we've got driver offers. We've still got these invitationals that you were seeing a moment ago at the start of the episode. But now we've got a My Team tab where we can change the name of the team, where we can change the branding and the colours of the team, where we can look at the team rankings, and where we can see the driver rankings. So obviously our objective is to now go from 465th in the all-time rankings all the way up to number 1. And that we've got to do the same with the team as well. And you can see just the extent of what we've got to do, because you look at the reputation points for some of these guys, there's a heck of a lot. And there's also real drivers here as well, the likes of Jorg Muller, Pedro Lamy, Dirk Muller, some actual real drivers as well, Thomas Enger, Darren Turner, Tom Christiansen, who you probably will know. And we also have a car list where we can buy cars in order to take part in certain competitions. So if we want to take part in a Formula 3 championship, we have to actually buy the Formula 3 car. Now obviously we've got to work our way up in terms of money to be able to buy those cars, but for now what I want you guys to tell me is what branding you would like, in terms of what colour you would like the team to be, and what the name of the team would be. In the top comments for each of those will be what I choose. Nevertheless, if you have enjoyed today's nostalgia trip that is Grid 1 walkthrough episode number 1, feel free to hit the likes button, subscribe if you are new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. I am really looking forward to getting this series properly underway now with the teams and with the team and such like. And yeah, this is going to be very, very fun indeed. One of my favourite games of all time. And I'm just working on the premise that a lot of you guys know this game as well, because it really is somewhat of a classic. Nevertheless, it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. An absolute pleasure starting this new series. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.